Hello everyone, I'm just doing this video because someone said in the group the other day, why is no one talking about FCO 30/1048, which is FCO 30/1048. Heath knew it was treason. Yeah, he did know, right? It was treason, right? Edward Heath had this document, like I said, called FCO 30/1048. And it clearly explained to him exactly what was going to happen to our nation by signing up to the EEC. And so he knew the full contents of what was going to happen. Now, but you see, the thing is, it means a dramatic change to the nation. Now, which it has been a dramatic change to the nation. We have had a dramatic change to the nation. But you see, for our nation to be dramatically changed the way it has been over the years, it had to be a constitutional decision. Right? Because the people are sovereign, right? We are sovereign, not Parliament, like they turn around and say parliamentary sovereignty. No, there's no such thing as parliamentary sovereignty. The people are sovereign. So and it's the people that it affects. This is the thing as well. Right, we're the ones that have been affected by all these dramatic changes. I mean, these politicians, they're in their little gated communities, are safely hidden away from all the trouble that's going on the outside. We are, the ones that are in the bad situation with all the trouble that's going on. Politicians aren't. They're safely tucked away beyond, closed gates. So, and the thing is, the change, though, is affecting us, not the politicians. So it wasn't the politicians' decision to make. Should have been the people's decision to make. So that Edward Heath should have been honest with the people and told them exactly what was going to be entailed by signing up to the EEC. And he didn't. He lied to the public and just said it was a free trade agreement. There was nothing to worry about, which was, like I just said, a total lie. And, so, yeah, it's very, well, it was high treason. It's as simple as that. That's why we have never lawfully been a member of the EU, because the public should have known exactly what it would have involved by signing up to the EEC in the first place. And because the public, the truth was kept hidden from the public, that's why it was against the, it was not a constitutional decision made anyway. It should have been a constitutional decision made for us to sign, for us to join the EEC in the first place, which it wasn't, because the public had no idea what was coming, which they should have done. And Edward Heath went ahead and signed the Treaty of Rome, and I'll explain that in a minute. Right, he signed the document to sign us up to the EEC. We knowing full well what was coming, but he knew what was coming, but the public didn't. So that was, that is why we've never lawfully been a member of the EU, because it should have been the public's decision, not Edward Heath's and a few cronies that he did share the information with. It should have been the sovereign people's decision whether we wanted this dramatic change to happen to our nation, which is what's happened, right, by joining the EEC in the first place. But we've never lawfully been a member of the EEC or EU as it's become called now, because we should have been the ones to decide whether we wanted it in the first place and known its full contents beforehand. But it's not only that. Right, now, as I said here, the document he signed was called the Treaty of Rome. Now, there's a law in our Bill of Rights. Our Constitution's made up of a number of documents. The most well-known documents are the Magna Carta and the Bill of Rights. Now, there's a golden rule in our Bill of Rights that clearly stipulates, right, now, I've said it 1,000 times before, but I'll say it again. Right, it says, IAB do swear that I do from my heart abhor, detest and abjure as imperious and heretical, this damnable doctrine and position, that princes excommunicated or deprived by the Pope or any authority of the See of Rome, there's your clue, See of Rome, may be deposed or murdered by their subjects or any other whatsoever. And I do declare that no foreign prince, person, prelate, state, or potentate hath or ought to have any jurisdiction, power, superiority, preeminence, or authority, ecclesiastical or spiritual, within this realm, so help me God. So for Edward Heath to sign the Treaty of Rome, that was totally against our own law. Because in the Bill of Rights, it clearly stipulates, it's clearly stipulating princes excommunicated, deprived by the Pope or any authority of the See of Rome may be deposed or murdered by the subjects or any other whatsoever. Right, that's so for Edward Heath to sign the Treaty of Rome, which is an authority of the See of Rome, yeah, Treaty of Rome, See of Rome, that was against the law. So not only should it have been a constitutional decision whether we wanted it, right, it was against the law for him to sign it anyway. Because, it's saying, no foreign prince, person, prelate, state, or potentate hath or ought to have any jurisdiction, power, superiority, preeminence, or authority, ecclesiastical or spiritual, within this realm, so help me God. Right, so it was against the law for him to sign it in the first place. That's what people really need to, comprehend. That's another reason why we have never lawfully, and I keep saying lawfully because that's what I'm saying. It was against the law. It is still against the law, for us to have any association with the EU whatsoever. Because this is the thing, our own common law, constitutional common law, cannot be overruled in any way, shape, or form by any foreign prince, person, prelate. It's self-explanatory what it's saying, So the Treaty of Rome is an authority of the See of Rome, which our Bill of Rights is clearly stipulating is not allowed to pass through our law system. And for it to say or any other whatsoever, well, yeah. So Sadiq Khan trying to get Sharia law introduced here, that comes under the category of or any other whatsoever. It's saying no to any foreign interference in our law system whatsoever. So, yeah. It was against the law for Edward Heath to sign the Treaty of Rome in the first place. Because not only because the people weren't told the contents of FCO 30/1048, it was also against the law for Edward Heath to sign it as well. And he knew what he was doing, but because the people didn't know, that's why he got away with it. But, for us to put this right, we do need obviously to become the majority. People knowing what the law is all about, our constitutional law is all about, and people realising that it should have been a constitutional decision, not Edward Heath's decision. When people, more and more people cotton on to this, then we can do something about it. But it's just a case of getting the word out there, really. Yeah, so I just wanted to come and say that, or come on here and say that, really. But yeah, we have never lawfully been a member of the EU, and we never will be, right? Because it is always been against our law, our own constitutional law, for us to be dictated to by any foreign governance whatsoever. So yeah, that's all I came on here to say, really. So now I think I'll go now. Right, bye.